The Oracle Network.
Darkcast Network. The light shines brightest on our indie podcasts.
We have an active shooter. We have an active shooter inside the warehouse.
Welcome to Active Shooter, a podcast that covers the whys, the hows, and the aftermath of active shooter and mass casualty events.
They have an active shooter in the building. A second call says they are being attacked.
I've been shot. 1693 means we got shots fired. 4:15 ASF. Route 91 sounded like an automatic firearm.
Active shooter, reports of an active shooter
mass casualty incidents.
Thank you for listening.
You are listening to Active Shooter, a podcast that may contain adult themes, explicit language, and graphic depictions of violence. Portions of this show may be traumatic for those under 18. Listener discretion is advised.
We want to tell you what we know at this point. We know the call came in shortly after 6:30 this morning. Police arrived at the VTA maintenance facility responding to an active shooter situation. We know there are 8 shooting victims dead. The shooter is also dead. The FBI is investigating a VTA employee and have a home surrounded in San Jose. This is on Angmar Court.
What makes a person snap? What could be so horrible that a person could go off the deep end and murder innocent people in cold blood? It's nearly impossible to imagine any scenario where a bad day at work is enough to savagely murder someone you worked alongside just the day prior. Yet, workplace violence is just as prevalent as any other, and workplace shootings occur nearly as frequently as school shootings. Yet, they rarely garner the same attention, particularly in the media. These acts are violent and life-changing, and can make the simple act of going to work each day the most terrifying prospect imaginable. The shooting we will cover today at the Santa Clara Valley Transportation Authority was a deadly massacre that stole the lives of 9 innocent individuals who rose and went into work, expecting a Wednesday much like any other. What those 9 people, plus countless others who witnessed the worst event possible, experienced, instead was a vengeful, brutal event that changed their lives forever.
Active Shooter the podcast is a High Five Holly production, and I'm your host, JT. If you've listened to our prior episodes, you know that the Active Shooter podcast team has taken the no notoriety pledge, and we will not be sharing the real name of the shooters that we cover. We will be giving the shooters a pseudonym and refer to them by that name throughout the episode. This will help in clearing up any confusion in the story, while remaining true to our pledge in not naming the shooter by their actual name. In today's episode, we will refer to the shooter
as Harry. Wednesday, May 26, 2021, appeared to be a typical warm and sunny day in Northern California, or San Jose to be specific. The sun rose around 6:30 a.m., which can be one of the most beautiful times of any given day. However, on this particular Wednesday, the beauty of the early morning hours was shattered when 57-year-old Harry ruthlessly shot and killed 9 innocent people, forever changing the course of so many lives with this single deadly act of malice. Harry loaded a sizable bag into the passenger side of his white Ford F-150 truck, which was parked in his driveway. The bag held his weapons and ammo, including 3 semi-automatic 9mm handguns and high-capacity magazines. Just prior to his leaving, Harry took a pot that he placed atop of the stove. He turned the stove on. Right after he filled the pot with enough ammunition to cause an explosion and subsequent house fire. Considering the accelerants he doused around the pot, a severe fire was all but inevitable. It is a blessing that no one was home at the time, for no one would have survived. Harry was captured on a neighbor's outdoor home security camera, and each move between the house and the truck was recorded.
So it is likely that the ammunition in that pot would have heated to a point where the powders inside would have detonated and likely ignited the accelerants.
Harry was dressed in blue safety gear that included a jacket and pants and bore reflective stripes, much like a construction worker. He also donned black boots and a black hat. He left his home on Angmar Court at 5:39 a.m. and drove 8 miles to the Santa Clara Valley Transportation Authority, also referred to as the VTA. The VTA provides public transportation services for all of Santa Clara County, and Harry was employed there as a substation maintainer, which meant he made sure that power flowed through the light rail properly. He entered the Guadalupe rail yard, which is located at 101 West Younger Avenue in San Jose, California, and is across Interstate 880 from the Mineta International Airport. The rail yard consists of several industrial buildings, with rows of train tracks and dozens of light rail vehicles. What he did with the time in between leaving home and arriving at the yard is unknown. But at 6:30 a.m., Harry entered the rail yard and immediately headed towards Building B, which is located on the west side of the complex. Once there, he opened fire. A light rail operator, Tapjaydeep Singh, heard the gunshots and jumped into action, helping other employees seek shelter inside the offices within the building. Singh then called his friend, who was also his co-worker, warning him about the shooting. Then, in an act of true bravery, Singh left the safety of the office he was huddled in and ran out towards the shooting, just so he could warn others and perhaps help save lives. His courage most likely helped save others, but it absolutely cost Singh his. Harry saw Singh and immediately shot him to death. He then exited Building B and headed to Building A, which is the largest one in the entire complex, standing 3 stories tall. By 6:34 a.m., multiple calls were placed to 911, reporting an active shooter.
This is an active shooter, reportedly 8 employees at the light rail maintenance yard.
At 6:36 a.m., firefighters were responding to a house fire located at the 1100 block of Angmar Court in San Jose. When first responders arrived, the house was fully engulfed in flames. At the same time, the first team of responding police officers encountered Harry on the 3rd floor of Building A at the Guadalupe rail yard. The team was made up of 3 San Jose police officers, a sheriff's sergeant, and a sheriff's deputy. The sheriff's deputies led the group of officers toward Building A because they were armed with patrol rifles. As the group headed to the 3rd floor, where intel led them, the group cautiously crept up the exterior staircase, when suddenly a VTA supervisor carefully retreated to the outer stairwell and instantly raised his hands, showing he was not a threat. He urgently passed his keycard to the police, allowing them the necessary access to the building so they could attempt to stop the threat. The police group began searching for anyone they could find, whether it was a victim or a suspect. As they were clearing each space, the officers suddenly heard 3 blasts of gunshots. Through the window in a door, they witnessed a man sitting in a chair, seemingly slumped over and not moving, though he was holding a gun. The intense moments were all caught on the police body cams. The footage depicted the police moving in a safe, orderly fashion, reacting with the caring calmness you would expect from a first responder. Harry, however, wasn't brave like Singh or the police. The moment he heard the officers and saw their flashlight, he knew it wouldn't be long before he was caught. He was leaving with the police, dead or alive. Harry chose the former, shooting himself 3 times, twice under the chin and once in the side of the head, while sitting in his chair the entire time. Harry sat between the administrative officers and the operations control room on the 3rd floor.
Okay. Let's go. All right, let's just go. Come on, let's put. Ready?
Yeah, I got that white hat.
Get this door here.
That was the metal flooring. You got up high?
You ready to push up?
Hold this door, hold this door, hold this door. Hey, I'm holding that top. Hey, give us another unit over here.
Hey, Gilson, we gotta start pushing up. Let's go. Hey, you need long cover.
Sarge, come over to here. Sarge.
You need a rifle up here.
Sarge,
Rifle right here. Hold that door, top floor.
Hey, get behind that engine block over there. Hey, behind that engine block. Hold that door. Yep, let's move. Yeah, I got a rifle. You want me to go front?
You go first. Let us go through. Go ahead. So on our radio, we're getting more shots fired.
All right, we're good. We got to take this smart. Hey, we need access to these doors.
Hey, we just heard another fire shot down here.
Hey, get your hands up!
Hey.
All right, hands on your head.
Find out, turn around.
Everybody stand by.
Keep the door. Back up.
What do you got?
I'm a supervisor. I was just speaking communication.
Okay, come back.
Are you able to open that door for us?
I am, sir. Okay. Give me your key card.
Where's your key card at?
Come behind me.
Absolutely. We'll take it. Okay. This slides. This goes down there.
We need a key card.
I have it. I'm gonna push up together.
Okay. This door.
Oh, this one's already open. Oh, hold it close. You wanna go in there?
Stand by. Slow down.
I'll swing it over for you guys, all right? I'm gonna swing it up. You ready?
Yeah. I'm clear right. Come with me.
It's not clear. Hold left. Hold it. We'll hold left.
Okay, I'm clear right. Guys, push up. Hey, we need that key card over here, bro.
All right, I'm pushing back to you guys, okay?
Yep.
Which one you need? Door right behind us.
Oh, shit.
We get stimulus. Third floor.
Conference room? Okay. I got somebody down in front of me.
We got somebody there.
1, 3.
10, 5, 6, maybe. Let me see your hands.
Hold right.
Hold on.
We got that stairwell.
Sheriff's office.
I need you holding this.
Yeah.
Okay, he's in here.
Ready? Hold that. Watch his hand. Be careful. Watch his hands.
Pull that stairwell. Pull that stairwell.
Top side's clear.
Okay, you hold this.
Hold this. Oh, the gun. I see the gun in his hand right there.
Okay, stand by.
Yeah.
Let's just clear it all. Hold this, cover me.
I'm gonna hold on the body of the gun. You hold right on the